What is going on, guys? And today we're going to be going over a Khepri support build for the end of Season 4. This is going to be a very standard support build. This is more standard than a lot of support builds that I have done, and you'll see what I mean by that. First things first, starter items. Watcher's Gift, Lona's Mask, it's not going to really change. That's the two starter items. You can go ahead and get Watcher's Gift Tier 1 boots if you're really feeling a little bit scared, but I would recommend this as your start. First item is going to be Traveler's Shoes. That's the standard for all supports. It gives you that extra movement speed when you're not in combat, just to allow you to get out safely. First actual item is going to be Stone of Binding. I don't get this on a lot of supports because a lot of supports can't utilize it as well, but Khepri utilizes it the best. Basically because it gives you a little bit of power, which isn't the best thing about it. But you get 30 protections, both physical and magical, for only 1,700 gold. And whenever you hit a god with a hard CC, or sorry, with any CC, you place a buff on all allies, giving them 10 penetration. So keep in mind, Khepri has 2 CC. So when you're level 2, you have 2 chances to go ahead and stun out your enemy, proccing Stone of Binding with the stun and the abduct. So really good item for Khepri to go ahead and grab. After Stone of Binding, this is where it becomes more of a traditional support, and I would go ahead and get Heartward Amulet. Kind of fallen out of the meta, not the best item to get. It's only 2,100 gold, gives you 45 magical protection and 200 health, which is meh, but the stats is what's really good. Ally gods within 7 units have their magic protections increased by 20, and their mana per 5 increased by 20. After Heartward, you're going to want to get its physical counterpart. Again, the other traditional support item, which is Sovereignty. Sovereignty Heartward used to be the go-to, but they kind of fell out as more items just got better for more situations. But these two are still good. These are 2 safe items. If you get them as a support, you're playing fine. You cannot physically go wrong with them because they are the OG support items. Giving you both give you health, both give you protections, and they both increase your allies' protections and mana. So, or health, depending on what it is. So it's a really good double item to get. And with a god like Khepri that has 2 CCs you can combine with Stone of Binding, and his ultimate being able to bring someone back to life, when you build a true support mindset on a god that can bring someone back to life, it makes your team almost unkillable if you're playing Khepri right. So at some point, obviously, you're going to be selling both starter items. And to finish it off, I would recommend selling Stone of Binding at some point. I don't know when that would be, if it comes late game and there comes a situation where you need to sign it, or need to sell it, but I would sell it at some point. The last 3 items you'll be getting, you're going to want to get Genji's Guard. Genji's Guard gives you cooldown, because right now we don't have any cooldown. Gives you 40 more mana per 5 to pair on with the 20 you get from Heartwards. Gives you 70 protection, 100 health, and whenever you take magical damage, your cooldowns get reduced by 3 seconds. Really good item right there. After that, another item you're going to want to get is Nemean Lion. The reason I'm getting Nemean Lion and Genji's Guard together is because you're getting Heartward and Sovereignty together. And because these 2 items, while they're really good support items, they're not very selfish. They don't give you a lot of protections. They give you some, but not a lot. So the reason I'm pairing these 2 is because these are very selfish items. Genji's Guard is going to give you 70 more protection, while Hyde's going to give you 80 more protection. 200 mana for Hyde, 150 health, 40 mana per 5, 10% cooldown, and you get an extra 20 mana per 5. So right now we're getting 40, 50, 60, 60 mana per 5 just within these 2 items, and your allies are gaining mana as well. So right now you can see at level 2 I have 59 health per 5 and 85 mana per 5, and we still haven't built our last item yet. The last item you want to get is my favorite support item, probably my 3rd favorite item in the game, and that's Mantle of Discord. I always try to get this if I can. Usually it's a last minute item when you're kind of just winning. It is 2,900 gold. It's expensive, but you get 60 physical protection, 60 magical protection, 10% more cooldown, so now you're at 20%. And whenever you take damage below 30%, you unleash a shockwave that stuns all enemies, and you gain CC immunity for a second. So you get Stone of Binding early that gives your allies protections when you grab someone or when you stun them, that allows you to kill easy. You get a lot of protection. I mean, you can see I got 220 and 227 protection respectively. We also have a lot of health. I'm not level 20, so I'm not maxed out, obviously. But, I mean, you get the cooldown. you get crazy amounts of protections. You get a bunch of health. You give your allies protections. You give your allies mana. You give your allies health. This is the ultimate support build. It's very... There's no hybrid involved. You're not going to be doing damage. You're not going to be... You're just going to be unkillable. Between Stone of Binding early, between you having those double stuns, like I said, between you being able to revive an ally, between Mantle of Discord giving out that shockwave and stunning enemies and allowing you to escape, and then if need be, you can also revive yourself, and you have Traveler Shoes, so whenever you do stun them out with Mantle of Discord, you're going to get a little bit of a movement boost because you'll be out of combat. This build is nuts. You guys are going to be virtually unkillable with this build if you're playing Khepri right, and it's really, really fun, and it pisses off the enemy team big time. Relics you want to get, you want to make it even more annoying. Get relics that help out your team. Get Magic Shell first, and get Heavenly Wings second. Buff up your team, and make your team run away. It just goes... This build is specifically designed to just not allow anyone to die on your team. That's the Khepri way to play. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you tried this build and how it worked for you. And until next time, peace.